Hey everybody, amprepairguy.com and also harbachelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. My phone number for Amp Repair Guy is 203-892-4119. So this is the Heathkit Sb220. Customer got this and another one in on trade for some antenna or tower work or help or something with a club or another hammer or something. So I'll go over everything it needs and touch base on whatever else I find when it's all done. So I always check the filament transformer to make sure it's okay. This one was a little discolored, so I disconnected the secondary because I never turn it on with the old caps. So I disconnected the secondary and put some insulation over the two wires and brought it away from ground potential. I took out the PIO type cap, put a modern electrolytic in, also did the self-bias modification, and I put a set of tubes in. Turned it on, relay keys, checked the temperature, no issues. You know, checking with the ohm meter doesn't always let me know if it's good or not. The insulation could be damaged and then all heck breaks loose once you either just turn it on with no load or put a load on it. So I always do it this way. No high voltage is present from the plate transformer. Fan operates as it should. No noise. And transformer appears to be okay. So I'm going to put the Harbach kit in because I own Harbach now and I have all the kits. I'm going to change the filter caps. He wants the filter caps done. He wants the metering board done. I'm going to change the plate tune air variable capacitor. One of the plates is damaged. I have brand new ones from Ameritron that I modify, and I'll put that in there. I'll change the plate blocker, put in new parasitic suppressors. He's getting a new set of tubes. These are just test tubes. Ground the grids, new meter lamps, series glitch resistor. Everything you see in all my other videos. So, tubes are still in it. I'll pull them out and I'm going to get to work. So, bottom doesn't look bad, just looks stock, so you don't need to see that. So, I'm going to gather up all the Harbach kit stuff and get to work. So, stay tuned. Oh, also has this hole here, so it's an odd size, so I'm going to try to use a switch with a washer to fill it, because he wants a standby operate switch anyway. I mean, you can do a, you know, for the actually, this is actually frozen, I didn't even notice that, so the sensitivity, probably have to change that if I can't lube it up and get it to operate properly. But I've seen people, they use a dual function switch, use a switch with a potentiometer and you know, another function where you pull it in and out similar to a Drake, and you can have the standby operate there. I don't like adding extra holes or anything, but this one was already there. Sometimes the CB guys, the guy who owns this is a ham, but sometimes the CB guys, they'll drill a hole to adjust the slug. But I do it a whole different way. I had the 50 ohm resistor between the cathode and ground, you know, filament and ground, and then I backfeed it with an analyzer, totally unplugged, you know, and you just, you know, take the front panel off, you know, you fold it down, take everything off, disconnect the wires, all knobs off, and then you can manually adjust each one, go from 80 up to 10 if it's a 220, and adjust each one, and, you know, for the lowest SWR with the analyzer that you're, you know, feeding into the input connector with the TR/bias relay manually engaged. So no need to drill a hole like that. That is very ugly. I don't like doing stuff like that if I can get away with it. But alright, so stay tuned and I will see you guys soon. It's going to be late night. See you soon. Okay, so I have the amplifier running. It's on the higher voltage setting. Standby operate switch is connected. He already had the hole there. It's on 40 meters. 2500 watt slug. show the frequency after. Go ahead, key the amp. Audio hello, audio hello. 1200 watts right there, 1250 roughly. Audio hello, 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 hello. Audio hello, hello, hello. Audio hello, 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 hello. Tit, 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 tit. And show the frequency. Okay, so I'm going to take it apart and I'll show you everything I did. This thing was a lot of work. See you soon. Forgot to show the relative output and the grid current meter functions. I'm sure someone would have said something. So I put the cover back on, radio's back on 40 meters. So high voltage, relative output, audio hello, 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 grid current, tit, 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 tit. Look. Remember, you always want an external meter. Okay, always have an accurate meter after the amplifier. You also want to monitor your standing wave ratio. So I'm going to let it cool off again, take the tubes out, show you the inside, show you the bottom, and this thing is good to go. Okay, see you guys soon. Okay, so I am back. I'm going to go over everything I did. So lots to talk about. The potentiometer for the sensitivity adjustment was seized, so I changed that. One of the wires that connects to it was not soldered at all, so I soldered it. I cleaned the multimeter switch with the oxide gold. I replaced two of the knobs with originals. They were damaged. He had a hole right here, and he wanted a standby operate switch, so I installed one. Someone probably drilled a hole to try to tune the input slugs for the Pi input networks. So funny story, highest to be on a couple bands, the mica caps were not soldered. You know, a couple were just floating, and one was touching but just up against the ground terminal. So a couple of the ferrite cores would just go in and out, so I tuned them and I put some acrylic like caulk on them. Didn't have any nail polish or anything like that, so just use that, that's fine. So a new Harbach metering board, genuine Harbach filter cap board, replaced the high voltage wire, replaced the B negative wire. Brand new air variable capacitor on the plate side, had to modify it. I got rid of the washers underneath it so it's connected directly to the chassis. Used cap nuts on the opposite side to secure it with the two screws. Modified this plate because this piece is wider here, the capacitor, than the stock one. And I rounded everything off. New plate blocking capacitor, new strap. The other one wasn't the proper material. Rewound new parasitic suppressors. New fan, which moves more air than the stock one. Harbach kit fan. Clean the output rotary switch with deoxide gold. Clean the input rotary switch with deoxide gold. The series glitch resistor. New meter lamp bulbs. Tighten the inner nuts. And then put the outer nuts back on and tighten those for both meters. Zip tied everything, and the bypass caps on this terminal strip, they were not soldered to the ground connection. So lots of little things. And just pays to check everything. Okay, so I'll flip it over and I'll show you guys the bottom. So I'll see you in a second. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's the bottom. To the self-bias modification. I secured a new B positive wire. It's Teflon jacketed wire. I zip tied it all. I connect it over here and to the floor so it's not flapping around. Clean the contacts with deoxide gold. These connections, they were just tagged on poor solder joints, and they didn't remove the enamel off the wire, so I unsoldered it, removed the enamel, folded it back over, resoldered it, grounded the grids, Zip tied all the wiring, change this cap. It's important to change this cap because if this shorts, it can damage that winding on the filament transformer. The SO239s are okay, so I left those alone. The relative power meter wasn't working, and I found out someone repaired it and put in the wrong diode, so I changed that. Put in the proper wire for the strapping for 240. Put a new plug on it that the customer supplied. Resoldered this connection over here, and I think that's about it. And here's the old fan. It was like broken, so. If you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. That's 203-892-4119, and the website is amprepairguy.com, and my other site is harbachellectronics.com. Lots more to come, so stay tuned. 73.